Morning, welcome to Blissful Monkey. We're going to be doing about a 60-minute or so slow flow vinyasa practice. So enjoy. We'll start in a comfortable seat. Beautiful. Beginning to just find your center. Dialing that button to tune into the state of your being. On your next inhale, just feel the shoulders rise up to the ears with your breath. And on the exhale, just roll them down and back, opening through the chest and heart center. Try that 2 more times. Inhale, rolling the shoulders up to the ears. And on your exhale, rolling down. Inhale, this time tuning into your belly button as well. And as you exhale, find support through your bandhas. Settling into the body, into the mind. The next inhale, filling the body completely, all the way from the bottom of the pelvic floor to the end of your nose. And as you exhale, empty completely. 2 more times. Invite your hands to your heart center and invite your breath to find its natural rhythm. Perhaps this morning you really begin to focus on your ujjayi breath or your ocean's breath, drawing air along the back of the throat to create a gentle wave-like sound. Set an intention for your practice. Subtly lift the chest into the thumbs, feeling an openness and a readiness to receive. One more deep inhale. Exhale. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Roll over your knees. And either find your child's pose or your downward facing dog. And here in our first few poses, let go of any attachment to form, to alignment, to perfection. And simply begin to notice, to observe. So that you can support your needs in your practice this morning. You can meet yourself where you're at. Not only are you feeling, but you're hearing the sound of your breath, your ujjayi. We'll all flow to our tabletop pose. Moving the spine with the breath, again, intuitively. And as you move and breathe, shift your awareness to your foundation here. Tabletop doesn't necessarily require a lot of exertion, but notice if you have formed a strong foundation to support your practice. All 10 fingers are spread wide, knuckles are engaged down to the earth. There's a gentle pressing through the tops of the feet to find a little buoyancy and support. And in this morning's practice, noticing the foundation from the ground up in every single pose, especially in a time where we might feel a little shaky and uncertain. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. A big inhale. Sigh it out, exhale. Inhale, lift the right leg, bend the knee, peel open the hip. Inviting stillness or movements, whatever feels right for you. Your next inhale will draw your right knee to your nose. Pause here, press away from the earth. Begin to step the right foot between the hands. Left hand plants, inhale, right arm for a twist. Continue to broaden through the collarbones, opening through the heart, sort of dusting off the cobwebs that might be settling around our heart center. As you exhale, release your right hand to the earth. Drop your left knee down, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Interlace the thumbs, spin the palms forward. Low belly engage in and up as you open through the heart. And you can see here that Terry's hips are not only shifting forward as well as down. So really reaching energetically long. One more big inhale. Exhale, release the hands to the floor, curl the toes under. See if you can step to plank without dragging your right foot. Beautiful, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, lift through the hips, downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exploring your body. Your next inhale will draw your left knee to your nose. Pause. Step the foot between the hands. If it doesn't land there, help it. Inhale, left arm lifts for a twist. Exhale, release the left hand, find the right knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Softening through your drishti. One more deep inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, curl back toes under, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Another big inhale. Open your mouth, exhale. This time, inhale, right leg, keeping the hips square, toes point down. Press into that wall behind you. Feel your low belly lift in and up. Inhale, knee to nose. Step the foot. On that inhale, continue to high lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, twist to the right. You may or may not be ready to hook this morning. Again, tuning in. Strong foundation through the feet. We'll all begin to unwind and meet in high lunge on our inhale. Exhale, left hand to the floor for a twist. Release right hand to the floor, frame the foot in our long stance. Begin to straighten out your right leg. You might lift your right toes. Start to engage through your quadriceps so that the hamstrings can find length. Your next inhale, you'll bend back into your right knee, scoop the chest up and through, maybe tent onto your fingertips. Exhale, straighten out your right leg. Beautiful, moving in and out through the hips and belly. Continue that 2 more times. Here. Begin to ground down through your hands. You might need to bend your right knee a little bit. See if you can step that right foot back without dragging it. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take an inhale. Open your mouth, exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts. Keep the hips square. Again, feel that low belly engage. Pretend that wall is connected with your foot, pressing in and up. A long inhale brings our knee to our nose, our foot between our hands, and rise to high lunge. Hands to heart center. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist to the left. Your next inhale will rise you to high lunge. Your exhale, the right hand will reach for the floor for a twist. Find a little bit more buoyancy in your hips. Your exhale will release the foot to the hand to the floor, straightening out through your front leg. Optional to lift those left toes. Your next inhale will bend into the left knee, scoop the chest up and through. Exhale, lift through the hips, straightening out the legs. 2 more times. begin to pause here. The hands will begin to plant. See if you can find that transition to down dog without dragging your left leg. Beautiful. A big inhale. And exhale. Inhale, look forward. The feet will come to the hands. Flat back. And forward fold. Give the knees a nice big bend so that you can begin to connect belly and chest to the thighs. You might find a little hugging of your legs. That low belly continues to scoop in and up, creating space in the hips to find your forward fold. You might experiment with the shoulders dropping towards the ears, and then feel the shoulder blades slide back down the back towards the butt. Noticing all edges of your feet pressing through the center line. Beginning to unwind from your forward fold, and on your inhale, very slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll on up. The arms will sweep up overhead. Hold on to your right wrist. Take a nice side bend. Spinning open through the chest, through your heart center. Inhale brings you through center. Switch sides. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, transition through your chaturanga. Your inhale brings you to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, lift your right leg. Your next inhale, knee to nose, foot between the hands, high lunge. Hands to heart center. Begin to bend your left knee towards your right heel. Beautiful. Hover. Pause. Lift up through your pelvic floor. Staying here nice and low, inhale, extend your left leg long. Press through the back heel. Your inhale draws your knee to your right heel. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend. Release the left knee to the floor. Frame the hands around the right foot. Shift the hips back, half Hanumanasana. Inhale, bending into right knee, curling back toes under, lifting left knee. Inhale, right arm lifts towards the ceiling. Begin to get light through your right foot as you transition to side plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, feet meet hands, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, left leg lifts. The next inhale draws your knee to your nose, your foot between your hands to high lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale, draw right knee to left heel. Staying here. On your next inhale, press through your right heel, lengthening your back leg. Exhale, knee forward. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee. The right knee finds the floor. The hands find the left foot. Extend through the left leg, half Hanumanasana. Inhale, bend into your left knee. Curl your back toes under. High lunge. Sure. Take your twist and then transition to side plank. Remember to always stay present. But also that fine balance of listening to your body, and your teacher is only your guide. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, look forward, feet meet hands, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Hands to heart center. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Lightness through the left foot as you transition to twisted high lunge, stepping the left foot back. Finding your foundation. As you inhale, you'll spin up to warrior two. Flip your palm, reverse your warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, triangle pose, straightening out through your right leg, drawing your right hip crease back, reach forward, and find your triangle pose. Again, continuing to stay open through your heart center so that you could fit between two panes of glass. Another inhale. Your left hand to the floor, frame the right foot, spin the toes, back toes forward, and find your pyramid pose. You might hop the back foot a little closer, squaring off the hips. Again, engaging both legs equally so the hamstrings can find their length. Come back to your breath. Inhale, look forward, left foot meets right, chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, twist to the left. Lightness through the right foot as you step back, twisted high lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Flip your palm, reverse your warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, triangle pose. Beautiful, making any adjustments to your foundation to support your practice, pose to pose. Your next exhale, frame that left foot. Maybe hop your right foot a little closer. Pyramid pose. We're going to move through 3 rounds of Sun Salutation B with single breath flow. You're welcome to take it at your own pace or follow along. When you're ready, inhale, right foot meets left, chair pose. Settle into your chair. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, warrior one, right side. That long exhale takes you down to the floor through your chaturanga. Upward facing on your inhale, exhale, downward facing. Inhale, warrior one, left side. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, look forward, feet meet hands, chair pose. Exhale, settle into your chair. Inhale, find length. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Give your upward dog the same long breath. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, warrior one, right side. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, warrior one, left side. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing. Inhale, look forward, feet meet hands, chair pose. Your next exhale, let's forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, warrior one, right side. Exhale, all the way to the floor. Scoop up and through on your inhale. Lift hips high, exhale. Inhale, warrior one, left side. Exhale, hands to floor, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, feet meet hands, chair pose. And we'll hang out here for a few breaths. Big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale to stand. Exhale, forward fold. Finding your forward fold of choice, perhaps beginning to find a deeper variation. Beautiful. Terry is wrapping her hands underneath her feet, letting go through the wrists. Maybe you find first two fingers yoga toe lock, or simply ragdoll, whatever works. Slow down your breath. Slow down your heart rate. Come back to your intention. Three more inhales and exhales here. Unwinding through your forward fold. Inhale, flat back, create space in the body. As we exhale, we'll step our right foot back. We'll spin to the long edge of our mat. Take a moment here. Turn your toes in, heels out. Rock the weight into your balls of your feet. Find any type of forward fold here, lifting the hips high. If you'd like to go upside down, you're invited to do so. If you're going to find your tripod pose like Terry, she's squeezing her elbows towards each other. She's created a nice triangle shape between her head and her hands. Wherever we are, all of us have our low belly drawing in and up. Our dristi is soft. If you've gone upside down, begin to make your way back to the earth. We'll all press up to a flat back on our next inhale. And then we'll just begin to find Siddhasana. So we're going to begin to turn our right toes slightly out as we bend into right knee, lifting through left toes. You might keep the hands on the earth. You might bring your hands to heart center. Breathing here. You can always fold the back corner of your mat over if you need to support through that right heel. We have an option to bind. Continue to broaden through your chest. Two more inhales and exhales here. When you're ready, you'll begin to transition to the other side. 2 more cycles of breath. Begin to make your way through center. 1 more wide-legged forward fold. Again, you might go upside down, or maybe you support through your forearms or hands and walk your feet further away from each other, either staying grounded through the soles of the feet or coming to the inside edges of your feet. And in a pose like this, the breath is a really amazing guide. Or in any pose. If all of a sudden you're having a hard time breathing, you might have gone too deep. What goes down must come up. Use those inner leg muscles, work your way back together. Come up onto your hands. We're going to walk our hands towards our left toes. We're going to drop onto our right knee, straightening out our left leg, half Hanumanasana. This is where you might stay. You might like to find full Hanumanasana, and if you do, both legs are working away from each other equally. That left quadricep is engaged to support the lengthening of the left hamstring. We're pressing through the top of the right foot. Our hands might come to our leg, to a block, but we're broad through our chest. Our pelvic floor is lifting in and up. This energetic line is drawing up from our pelvic floor all the way through the top of our head to find that balance between flexibility and using our muscles to support us in this pose. We're here for 5 more breaths. You'll begin to find your way out of this pose. We're all spinning to the long edge of our mat. Maybe bend the knees, sort of shake the hips out. A little bit more Skadasana back and forth. Whatever works for you. Take a couple moments, unwind. When you're ready, your hands will walk over to your right foot, coming on to left knee. Pause here. Extend through right leg. Even if you're finding your full split variation, take a moment. Move through the pose in phases. If you'd like full split, the legs slide away from each other. We create that energetic support through the lifting of our pelvic floor, through the top of our head. We find that harmony between our flexibility and our engagement through our muscles. About 3 or so more cycles of breath here. deep inhale. And exhale. Begin to draw the legs towards each other. Eventually, the left foot will step to meet the right, and we'll find our new front of our mat. Shake out those hips, and give it a little shake as you make your way up to standing. Hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Drishti goes inward. Come back to your intention. We have two options. Terry will first demonstrate Malasana prayer squat. So you might just find this. This pose is great for opening the hips, releasing the low back, toning the tummy, especially for all of us who have been sitting a lot more at home than we're used to. This is where you might stay. Or you might now begin to lift the hips high for a wide-legged forward fold, right where your feet are. You might decide you want to see if you can walk your shoulders towards your legs. Beautiful. That might be where you stay. Or you might begin to unwind one arm, reach it up towards the ceiling, and start to find a bind or a half bind. So with Terry binding through her right leg, she's going to step onto her left foot and maybe start to find a lift to her bird of paradise. Our hamstrings are more open maybe and prepared to extend the leg long. She's still lifting through her chest. Her standing leg is strong. And when you're ready, we're going to have another variation. Play around, have fun, and you'll start to make your way back down if you're finding this variation. Yeah, inhale wherever we are. Exhale. If you'd like to find your bird of paradise on the second side, you're welcome to. First, start seeing if you can find a little hug. Perhaps a half bind or full bind around our left leg. Stepping onto that right foot, that energy lifting up through the top of the head as we rise up for our standing pose. We might extend that leg long. I know for me, one hamstring is always tighter than another. You might stay here for a breath or two. You might find a variation. That drishti is strong. It's almost like you're burning a hole through the point of focus. And we'll all meet in Malasana prayer squat. Invite the chin to your chest. Close your eyes. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. This will be the last flow, and it is your own. Maybe you find your crow pose if you've got the juice this morning. Maybe you simply step back, but however you'd like to, we'll meet in our downward facing dog. Another big inhale. Exhale. Pigeon pose, right side. We'll stay upright this morning. If you're at home, you can make sure your hips are nice and supported, broadening through the chest, lifting up through the belly. You might stay here. You might like to bend your left knee for a quad stretch. Give the hamstrings a chance to shorten, to relax. The quad to be opened. And if you're taking your full bind here, press your head up into that right arm so that you can find that length and opening. Two more breaths. Slowly beginning to unwind. Curl those left toes under, plant your hands, and see if you can lift without dragging that right leg. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Pigeon on our left side. Again, making any adjustments in support, side to side. Settling in. And maybe beginning to find that quad stretch on our right side. Two more breaths. Unwinding. Sitting onto our left hip. Bringing our right leg around to the front of our mat. Extend your legs long. Just begin to shake it out. Let's find Navasana just for a moment. Use it more as a transition pose. So here in boat pose, again, continuing to broaden and open through our heart. Our hamstrings are open, so you might begin to reach for your heels or the soles of your feet. You might see if you can draw your shin to your forehead. Maybe you transition to yoga toe lock. And then maybe you try to, with control, lower the legs to the floor for Paschimottanasana, double-legged forward fold. Maybe just one leg, maybe two. Reach the chest forward and soften. Your next inhale will draw you all the way onto your back. Taking a nice full body stretch. Sigh it out. If you'd like to take one back bend this morning, you're welcome to a bridge pose. Maybe you're all ready for a wheel. Any variation here. Our chest is open. Your next exhale, you slowly unwind, coming back to the earth. Soles of the feet come together, knees wide, Supta Baddha Konasana. And making a conscious decision if you'd like your hands connected with your body, to sort of come back to center, to slow down, or if it feels better to have them by your sides, more connected to the earth. Awareness of the back body connected with the earth, being lower in space to the ground. This stabilizing and safe connection to the surface beneath us. Slowly unwinding the legs long down the mat. The arms reaching back up overhead. We'll take banana pose. So our feet will walk a little bit over to the right. Our arms will walk a little bit over to the right. Yeah, forming a gentle C shape like a banana. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper, your left ankle can cross over your right. Make sure there's space in your low back in this posture. You might hold on to your left wrist with your right hand. And as the heart rate and the breath slow, explore this space in your waist, through the ribs, the entire left side of the body, and feel the final stages of surrendering begin to happen. Invite this letting go. Welcome it. On your inhale, the body will begin to move through center, shifting into banana pose by walking the feet and arms to the left, exploring and releasing into the space on the entire right side of the body. Moving through center and finding any knee down twist of choice. and taking this opportunity to really customize and tune in to supporting your needs through your practice. And as we prepare for our final resting pose of Shavasana, Terry and I would like to thank you for watching, for tuning in. If you'd like to support Blissful Monkey, you can find them on Venmo. And following our last knee down twist, we find our resting pose. Inviting your intention into your heart center, into your wisdom center between the eyes. And visualizing the earth beneath you like a sponge, and you're a droplet of water, being absorbed by the earth, cradled. Free of any of the weight and burden. Just suspended in this moment, in this time. You're welcome to stay here in your Shavasana as long as you'd like. When you're ready to rise, you'll roll onto your side for fetal pose, taking your time, cherishing this last bit of yoga bliss. Tuning back into the sensations, the feelings of ease and peace and surrender. And invite these feelings to carry with you throughout the rest of your day and perhaps beyond. Awareness of full body, deep inhales and exhales throughout your day will be your constant guide. When you're ready, you'll find your way to your seat, moving slowly with intention, inviting your hands to heart center. dedicating the merits of your practice to a being or beings in need. Sending well wishes of health to all sentient beings.